film with friends, missing VHS videotape repeating.
Welcome back, family and crew. Today we're looking at National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, 1989, PG-13, 1 hour 37 minutes. Directed by Jeremiah S. Chechik. I bet most of you guys didn't know that. Such a classic movie, but I bet you most people can't name drop the director. Of course, written by John Hughes. Third in the series of vacation movies out of, I think there's, 5 now? Because there's Vegas after this one, and they did a sort of remake of the original. Chevy Chase, Beverly D'Angelo, Juliette Lewis, Johnny Galecki, Randy Quaid, E.G. Marshall, Diane Ladd, Doris Roberts, my favorite, Julia Louis-Dreyfus. This came from City Thrift. I can tell by that sticker there. So Warner Brothers color tagged comedy release. This is 1990, maybe 1989, perhaps the same year. 1991, off, okay. Good movie. Obviously, this was a step up from European Vacation. A lot of people think that that's the worst of all of them, at least of the original 3. This is one I remember watching on HBO a lot as a kid. So this would have been 8 or so when it came out in theaters. So I was probably watching on HBO in the early 90s at some point. It's one I've seen, dozens upon dozens of times. This is one that I could probably go the rest of my life without watching again. One of the last theater chains I worked for, we did a lot of repertory titles, and so this is one that we would show 5 to 7 times every December. It was always Christmas Story, Elf, Christmas Vacation, and like Love Actually. Probably we would book every week of the month of December. There'd be like a different movie that we'd schedule between like 4 and 7 showings of. And this is one that always sold out. We'd do like games, we'd have costume contests, all that kind of stuff. The best part of it, though, is we rigged the front of the theater and the stairs going down the sides of the auditorium with lights, and we had it on a little clicker switch. So the scene where he's struggling with the lights and it keeps going on and off, and nobody believes him, and then finally at the end when he does that slow motion and connects it, and the whole house like lights up. I'd be sitting in the back with the remote, and I'd click the remote, and then the theater would light up with lights. So that was the only great part of doing that. And this is one. Rocky Horror Picture Show, Big Lebowski, all those that like I could go the rest of my life without ever having to cross paths with again, because we would do it so much. Nevertheless, fun movie, really great writing in it by John Hughes, great performances. It's probably the best of almost the best of the 3. I think it's easiest to connect to out of the 3. The first one obviously was rated R, had some raunchy, questionable stuff, and this one's kind of more family. Always interesting that the music was done by Angelo Badalamenti, who always did a lot of work with David Lynch, Lost Highway, Twin Peaks, all that kind of stuff. But definitely a comedy classic, one that's going to survive for a long, long time. It's cool having this edition to go along with all my other Warner Brothers color-coded editions. Those right there. So again, maybe some holidays we'll put it on, but I'm fine not having to watch it again. Let me know your thoughts on the Vacation series. Which one's your favorite? Is 2 crapped on too much, or is it fit? Let me know in the comments below. Like, comment, share, subscribe. See you next time.